Hi guys, no judging. I just worked in the yard for about an hour, and it's a nice spring day, and we had all that rain about 2 days ago. And what I've done is we bought 50 pounds of grass seed, the kind that they put on the interstates. It does real well. It's a bunch of different grasses. You know, you're not going to have a golf course, but it's going to be green. And of course we have a lot of grass, but they did a lot of digging up last year when they moved in the other home. And then we've had armadillos in the backyard tearing up our yard. So and of course I don't pick up leaves, I rake them. And I mowed the front. I didn't mow, well, I did mow the back of ours. I didn't mow all of next door, but now I know that the proper way to put seed in is you get topsoil and you spread it, or you scratch up the ground, and then you have machines and you drop it in. But you know what? I think Mother Nature does a really good job, and I tend to do it like her. I throw it up in the air and let the wind take it. And that's how we've gotten most of our grass. We did put sod in the back when we had our pool, and sod is very beautiful. It's a lot of work, and every year it requires a lot of work, and we don't like to work in the yard. We just like to play in the yard. So now it doesn't look any different than any of the other grass. So we just throw our seed down. And you know, I'm like Johnny Appleseed. I've planted trees all over the country. I've lived in Michigan, North Ohio, South Ohio, eastern Wisconsin, central New York, and I've lived in eastern Mississippi and central Alabama. And every place I've gone, I've planted trees. And a lot of them have been fruit trees, a lot of them have just been for shade. I've planted, I don't know if I've planted any oak, but I've planted, what is that? Oh, there's my husband. I've planted weeping willow and corkscrew willow and maples and peach, pear, plum, cherry. So I've got trees all over the country that are growing, and I never get to see them grow. I've been here 27 years. We haven't planted much in the way of trees because we thought we were old when we came here. But take a look yonder at that green. That's an evergreen. That thing is probably, what's that, about 25 feet?
Oh, every bit of that.
25 or 30 feet high. We planted it our first year of marriage 27 years ago. It was in a bucket, and it was just in a little gallon bucket. That tree wasn't probably that high. And we planted it actually in the back next to the fence, thinking it was going to be like a little shrub. Well, it grew so much in the first year or 2 years that we brought it around to the front. Then I wanted to buy another one like it. We couldn't find one like that. We got one that was similar, planted that on the other side so they would, be balanced. And we had to cut her down 2 years ago. She got some kind of disease, but it's and I know that I need to be trimming all my shrubs. You staying outside? You could stay outside.
You know, we did try peach and apple, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, apple trees don't work in Alabama. It's too hot down here. But the peach trees did well. I planted some down at the lake when I lived there, and from what I understand from my ex-husband's children, they still are eating peaches off it. So I know they do well here. We had a plum tree in the backyard, but I didn't know that we planted it on the field line, and it had some kind of a funky disease. So we really didn't want to eat those plums. It did grow plums, but then they kind of shriveled. But I'm gonna just take you around the yard for a little second just to show you. I know that my shrubs need them, like my azaleas need to be trimmed, but I can't trim them now because they're gonna have flowers pretty quick. And rhododendrons. Those rhododendrons went over my roof. I've had those down. Here's some of my azaleas. And you can see that they really look scruffy, but you know, I don't want to lose my flowers. I don't see any buds quite yet. I see that they're wanting to make buds. And here's my rhododendron. Well, I have a few of those on the other side. Now, they've grown right around my, no, those are still have buds. Let's see. Whoops. Yeah, those are pretty. And we've had to trim our trees here because they were going over the roof. We've got some buds. They're going to flower soon. I need to plant those around Jennifer's house because they grow fast. This is some kind of a shrub that we planted in front of my bedroom window. It took off. It's been over the roof several times. And it gets little flowers in the spring. And I don't know what tree this is, but it has little purple flowers and it's beautiful. But that's where the evergreen tree was. And we had to take it out and put it in the front because it was getting so big. It was already touching the fence after about 2 years. So we knew it was too big for that. And see all those trees up there, they've got those same buds. And that's where I've put seed in today. You can see the ground is kind of funky where those armadillos did. Somebody told me they come around 2:30 in the morning, 2 to 5 in the morning. So I don't see them. But I've got all kinds of little bushes. Here's the yellow brick road where I should have painted yellow. It goes all the way down. That's all our lane, but see, that's where they came in with the trucks and they tore up the grass. It was nice grass, but it's not. It's just, it only had like 6 months to grow, and that was in the summer. And things don't grow in the summer here. And this is where I met Pinky. I was painting those rocks last September, and she came by and asked me to be her mommy. And that was our porch that was added on the year before last, and then we asked him to come and do some more stuff, and he wouldn't come. Now that's some more azaleas. And here's rhododendrons, which are related to azaleas, but those things grow like crazy. And here's azaleas, and here's some roses. I do know I need to trim those. And those trees get so big. I think that's, I don't know what that is by the barn there. But I just love outside. And same car. 2017, we just hit 35,000 miles going on that cruise. We don't do a lot of driving. This was a nice little wooden barn we bought at Home Depot. I think we got it maybe 10 years ago. Here's my new John Deere. It's a year old now. And this is a great barn. And we have a metal one, 18 foot down the hill that we paid $1,500 for. This one we paid $2,800. We thought that was a lot. It already had in the shelving and everything. I looked at them the other day and they're like 8,000. So I think we got a deal. We keep that padlocked and everything else. I'll take you down here and you can. Now all that's just what was here when we moved here. You weren't supposed to cut anything 15 feet on your side and 15 feet on their side. We were supposed to have 30 feet between the houses, but I mean between the yards that were trees. Most everybody chopped theirs down, but I follow the rules. I think this tree somewhere along the line is going to fall down. Look at that. Maybe, I wonder if Alice in Wonderland, but it's definitely dead. And it's been definitely dead for a long time. And I don't know which way it's going to fall. Not even sure if it's ours or theirs. I think it's Doug's. No, it might be ours. It's going Doug's way. This one's alive. But I just wanted you to see my... I've been trying to clean up. It's hard when you're 79. My husband can't do it. I'll show you my trees. They're getting ready to pop. That's our flowering pear. Not a hawthorn pear. I forgot which kind of pear it is, but we got all the way across except for that one spot that it died a couple years ago. And we chopped it down, which was a good thing because that's where we had to put the driveway in, the temporary driveway, to bring in the other house. But in 2 days, these trees, we're getting rain, I think, tomorrow and Sunday. And these will be really, really pretty. And here's the driveway. But it's not a driveway anymore. We took the driveway out. But you can see it kind of messed up our grass. And the grass here didn't do real well last year. Anyway, that's a windy day in Alabama. March 8th. Golly, time flies. Bye-bye, guys.